Hello, students. Welcome to the YouTube channel of Monbrisha. I am going through Standard 10 History First Chapter, The Rise of Nationalism in Europe. In this chapter, up till now, I have taught you nation states, what is nationalism, etc. Now, today, I am going to tell you about the French Revolution, which you have already studied in Standard 9, and the idea of the nation. French Revolution is the main revolution not only for the European countries, but also it has a great effect on the whole world. It is the first revolution which was the basis of other revolution of the world for independence. The first clear expression of nationalism came with the French Revolution in 1789. I think you remember this date, 1789, 14th July, the fall of Bastille. In Standard 9, you have already studied about it. It started from Paris in France. It proclaimed that it was the people who would henceforth constitute the nation and shape its destiny. Its monarch, Louis XVI, I think you remember, it has been demolished by the common people. Monarchy has been demolished by the common people. Then came Robespierre, who also became a dictator. He has also been punished by Directory, consisted of 5 executives. These all you have studied already in Standard 9. So French Revolution is the basis of all other revolution, which which gives us the knowledge that the country should be ruled by the people and it should be ruled for the people, not for any particular profit. The political and the constitutional changes came to be seen after this French Revolution. For example, the transfer of sovereignty from the monarchy to French citizens, the power of sovereignty, a sense of collective identity amongst the French people was created through various measures and practices. I think you remember Napoleon Bonaparte. He has introduced many changes in the administrative process. And these changes were also named by his name, that is Napoleonic Code. So the Civil Code, Napoleon Bonaparte incorporated revolutionary principles. Why? In order to make the whole system more rational and efficient. So, he introduced some principles which were known as Napoleonic Code. The Civil Code of 1804, usually known as the Napoleonic Code, was introduced during his time. Simplification of administration divisions, improvement in transport and communication system, removal of guild restrictions, standardizations of weights and measures, and introduction of common currency were the major changes in the system. The right to property was also secured during his time. So, in this way, this French Revolution has made the system very effective for the common people. Now, the question arises, what is the question? The making of nationalism in Europe. It is not a one day process. Gradually and slowly, it has been made. Many countries of Europe were divided into various regions. They were differentiated into different dialects they speak, the languages they speak, and also there were many countries were divided into many ethnic parts, regions. So in Europe, Eastern and Central Europe were under autocratic monarchies, within the territories of which lived diverse people, means many different types of people live. Various differences did not easily promote a sense of political utility. Then it has been divided into two sections, that is, aristocracy, poor people or middle classes. Now, today, up to this video, up to this point, whatever I have taught here, one question is very important, that is, what are the different changes being introduced by Napoleon? And next video or in the next class, I will teach you what are its effect on the other parts of the European countries. We will see about the condition of middle class and aristocracy. We'll see about liberal nationalism and what does it stand for, what do you mean by liberalism, etc. Thank you.